Okay, here we are on day 2 of medical math. We have a couple of problems for examples, and then we're going to do a worksheet. These problems are not any more difficult than the ones we did before. We need to get the process down so that we can move on to more complex problems. Okay, in number 1, it looks like the medication involved is amitriptyline. 50 milligrams have been ordered. We look in the cabinet, we have 12.5 milligram tablets. The question is how many will we give, and so the question boils down to tablets per dose. Whatever the answer is, it will be in those units, tablets per dose. So I'm going to take tablet and put it over here, and then I'm going to go back over in here and look for where do they talk about tablets, and here it is right here, 12.5, so we have one tablet is the same thing as 12.5 milligrams. So it's kind of like putting 5 over 5 or 15 over 15. It's just a 1. A tablet and 12.5 milligrams are the same thing. Whatever unit is down here, we're now going to move up here, and then we go back again and we look at what we were given. What were we given with milligrams other than the tablets? We've already used that, but look, we got 50 milligrams per what? What ratio? Well, it's 50 milligrams per dose. And then we've worked this as far as we need to work it. Now we can do our reductions. So we have milligram and milligram. We can take those two out. If we look, we now have tabs is the only unit on top. Dose is the only unit on the bottom. So we could multiply across if we wanted to. However, we can do some reduction. If we some people find 12.5 hard to reduce. What if we take this decimal and move it over here? So now we have 125, but then we'd need to take that decimal and move it over here. So now we have 125 down here and 500 up here. I'm going to divide 125 by 125, and I'll get 1. And I'll divide 500 by 125, and I'll get 4. So now I'm going to multiply 4 times 1 tab equals 4. And dose times 1 equals 1 dose. Now we'll move down to problem number 2. Dorthepin is the medication involved. A dosage of 225 milligrams with 75 milligram tablets. This is exactly the same format, so we can go ahead and set this up. Tab per dose, and then put tab over here. We go over here, of course we have 75 milligram tablets, so that's one tablet is the same thing as 75 milligrams. Put milligrams up here. And we've got 225 milligrams per dose. And if you look at the top problem and the bottom problem, the units are all the same. Okay, so our next step is milligrams, can cross out milligrams. Now we have tabs, the only unit on top. Dose is the only unit on bottom. Let's do a further reduction. 75 times what would give us, or 75 divided by 75 would give us 1. And then 225 divided by 75, think about it, should give us 3. So 3 times 1 is 3. Dose times 1 is 1. And our answer here is 3 tablets.